Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time you see our program for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with tonight's show. Alright, so Garalinika gonna talk about Noni Madueke, how Madueke is going to be a big threat against Manchester City for the match where Arsenal won't play. Tomorrow will be Sunday, so now we'll see everybody talk about the game. Now, the report was actually put out by TBR. So the Gary Lineker says Arsenal have a 52 million player who is just so dangerous. He is a Now, if you read the entirety of the report, you will see Gary Lineker hails real threats on the Madueke. So, as we going to talk about Madueke, in fact, everybody, nobody, even Rooney himself, don't even talk about Madueke. What Madueke they do, say really like how the guy they play. He gets say for the match where Arsenal will play with Manchester City, they tip Madueke to really show himself to perform. I know say this Madueke now, we never really. It will be like in first game for Arsenal against Man City. So Man City, I'm not gonna know what they will expect because when you look at Man City's fullback, now Nico O'Reilly they use against Napoli. So I'm not gonna know whether the same Nico they will use now, or maybe they will use Nathan Aki, or maybe now Gafdoy. I believe that I'm against Julie, I don't really know. But I see the watch, make I see how the match will be. But based on saying at the Emirates Stadium with our 14th, our 12th men pushing the team. So all things being equal, I don't say the match will title, but I still see Arsenal edging it out somehow. You get, because this match is going to be very important. If you look what happened last season, you go see say we beat them 5-1. Get, so that one's still there for our memory. And Odegaard scored for that game, Partey scored, Rico Lewis, Kai Havertz, and also very people just score like 5 goals. So they bust everywhere. So are they happy? Say we don't get good record. If you check now, the last 5 times we play Man City, we are unbeaten against them. Last 5 games, we don't play against Man City. So that match, you get that to go be. If you even look the Arsenal website, they put the preview, Arsenal versus Manchester City. When you go through, look at the first paragraph. We are unbeaten in our last 5 matches against the Citizens. It no even end there. So I can see more and more statistics. We have won our last 3 Premier League home games by an aggregate score of 9-0. We have won 4 in a row without conceding in December 2021, while we last won their first home games in a season. So many good statistics. You will see Manchester City have lost 5 of their last 7 Premier League games immediately following a European game. I don't see that statistics before, but is it going to see happen now? Well, I don't really know. Although we are one of 2 teams where they yet to concede from open play. We are Fulham. Now, even get another record where the Alan gets against us. Alan don't score like 4 goals in the last 6 games against us. So I saw something like that. I try to find that record. Man, check whether I could see it. So I try to see whether I go fit see the record. I don't see the slide. So Eli Allen has scored 4 goals in 6 Premier League appearances against us. So when you see say the guy he like to score against us, anytime we see us. Now Victor Gyökeres has scored in both of his Premier League home games for us. So this one another home game again. So the question becomes, will Victor Gyökeres score this time around? I never really know. Expect another rivalry between Magalhaes and Magalhaes. Maybe it will happen. And in fact, for the match we will play tomorrow, I want to use them as an opportunity to kickstart one new program we will bring early in the season. Watch along. So after we do the pre-match analysis show, once that one don't finish, once match don't start, I will still open the studio so we can all be in the studio and watch the match together, celebrate as the goals they enter, cry as the goals they come against, like any which way. So that's a new program idea that I think we should try and see whether I will be successful or not. Guess so tomorrow we go experience and most I go be. Now, away from that. So the Daily Mail on the review say Mikel Arteta, they make so many Arsenal players. They spend too much money on match days, especially when we are playing at home. So Mikel Arteta's quirky Arsenal rule that is costing his stars thousands in bid to finally win the Premier League. So when you read this particular report from the Daily Mail, the corrector say Arteta is not for the ones of trying. He has been known to use some eyebrow raising tactics to try and get the upper hand on his rivals. Now, according to the Sun, Arteta has created a strict rule, which means players must meet at the training ground before both home and away games in an effort to build team spirit. I first say maybe not only home games, but both home and away. Now, it is reported that Arteta believes every player must be in sync to win the Premier League, with the body language and friendships also monitored. So when you further go down the report, they say, as it be now, the players, they go meet for London calling. Maybe they go do team meeting or something before they will go play. Now, most of them, they hire cab drivers. We go come day with them for the whole day, because they say the place where they go play the match, the distance they far. And according to the Sun reports, the daily rate of booking for the cabs, they range like 700 pounds to 1,000 pounds, which is half the driver's weekly targets for payment. Even the drivers said they like it. So I don't know whether the players they complain, because how did the Daily Mail get to know about it? And somebody go call them, tell them. They don't just know. So maybe some of the players don't really like that idea. That one have Arteta and the players to sort that one out. Now, I saw this question on Sky Sports. For me, I personally think it don't make sense. Who is better? Victor Gyökeres or Erling Haaland? Come on. Haaland, obviously Haaland. Now, why ask this question in the first place? If not, I want to pit Arsenal fans with other people fans. Because I don't think the question, like for me, it's night and day. Nobody will go. If they give us Erling Haaland and someone will take him, we don't go take him. So I don't even see why they are bringing up this question in the first place. But they know their agenda. Now, for the match where Manchester United play with Chelsea today, Amorim they escape. He wins 2-1. The match started up so many talking points. First off, the red card where they give Chelsea goalkeeper gets where Mbeumo high time. One goal score, clearance, last man standing. They give my guy a red card. As they give the guy a red card, Maresca, based on fear to do damage control, he come out Estival, he come out Pedro Neto, Kopama can't get injury, come out. All like the front three, they come out back before you know, mine don't knock them 2-0. Then later, they can't give Casemiro second yellow to make a red. So everything's going to be red, 10-10. But Maresca already come out attacking players. So, but last, Shalova still scored 2-1. But I was expecting Sesko to score. Even with red card, Sesko don't score. Mbeumo don't even score. Kunha don't even score. But at least they don't escape by fire by force. But the way Chelsea they start the game, on when I rush out the park, give Manchester United, give Chelsea. But last, I just they happy say at least they never sack Amorim, because I never want to sack him wait to play the return leg after they play against us. They don't sack him, because at least the guy see they do promo. So they say Casemiro is the first player to score and be sent off in the first half of a Premier League match since Emmanuel Adebayo for Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal in November 2012. Based on say Casemiro collects 2 yellow equals to a red. Now I can say these funny statistics. Philip Lahm played 701 pro matches without ever receiving a red card, and yet he was a defender. The kind of restraint, the kind of focus, the kind of discipline where this guy gets to play 701 games and he no collect red card one day, man, it needs to be studied, because I don't really understand that. But Philip Lahm be that very, very good defender. Now, when Rooney self only admit say, when Arsenal signed this player, him really doubt say the guy go good for Arsenal, say the guy na shit packer. But based on what he don't see, say the player is very, very good. Who is he talking about? Your guess is as good as mine. He's talking about Noni Madueke. He don't turn to how many people now? Gary Neville, Roy Keane, and with Rooney now, Gary Lineker. Everybody is saying good things about Noni Madueke. But I have an issue in the beginning. They won't use criticism and finish my guy. So Rooney say, I think he has been fantastic. I still had my doubts about him, I'll be honest, when he was at Chelsea. Then when Arsenal signed him, I wasn't really too sure yet. To be fair to say, Madueke early season form at Arsenal has taken many by surprise. Rooney concluded, yes, because the guy don't come and start on the play very, very well. But My question is say, why are you people surprised? Why wasn't I surprised? Because I still remember early then, I did my research, I checked the statistics. This guy was the best winger at Chelsea. His output, productivity level wise, he was better than Pedro Neto and any other person we did there. So I looked at the data, which gave me that confidence. Say this guy go do well. Not be saying that shit packer will go sign. So wetin una see, what metric una see to write am off apart from say in dey come from Chelsea? That's the question I'm asking. What metric did you see? Almost all the major pundits write this guy off. Say Arsenal they do big mistake. Arsenal no need am. Look at today now. Everybody is doing a 360. That's all life be. Don't be too quick to throw away people, to judge them negatively. Now the Metro when they put out this report on Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. So whether they go play for the match or won't play tomorrow. So they say Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard both have a chance of returning for Arsenal against Manchester City on Sunday. That's one not true. Nobody they argue. You have a very, very big chance to come and play. Now Arteta hand the Conde. Whether Arteta will play them and how fit they are. They may not be fit to start, but they may settle for a place on the bench. I see that happening. Saliba, I believe Saliba will play because Saliba on the train now. Saliba will be fit to play. But Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, I expect them to come from the bench. If any of them start, I will be surprised. Honestly. If any of them start, I'll be surprised. I expect them to come from the bench. Yes. Because first half it tired apart because everybody will still get energy. First half it ends 0-0. Then second half the game go dey open more. Just like at Atletico Bilbao game, I say first half tired apart, second half come open. So now what they expect here? First half, we feel they a bit cautious. Man City will be a bit cautious. But second half, they will throw the floodgates open. So yeah, let's go. Because I don't talk about before, so don't be surprised. We'll see Jeremy Doku for bench. He don't go start. Some kind key Man City players, they don't go start. But second half, they will do the troop in. Yes, second half be the battle. For this match, I see the way I see the match. The second half be the battle. Now, Charles Watts. Instead when they talk about how this match will, when they talk about how Arsenal can play into Victor Gyökeres' hands after Champions League hat-trick. You know, say Sporting Lisbon don't play Man City before, where Gyökeres score hat-trick. And for that match, Man City dominated. They dominated Sporting Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon when they hit them on the break. So what's going to talk say maybe Arsenal need to employ the same pattern. Because Man City no be small thing, then good in their own way, which will be good in our own way. And when two elephants meet, you know what they happen. So don't be people who underrate. Forget where they for table. Forget saying Tottenham must beat them. Tottenham must get their password. They know themselves. You get. So that's how it just be. So how are we going to approach it? So what to say? Maybe in a counter-attacking level. Maybe now what to go. But however, Watts is not overly concerned about the prospect of Gyökeres drawing another blank this weekend. Although he can envisage the Swede coming good on the counter-attack. He did in last year's 4-1 defeat where they give Manchester City who is Sporting from that when score hat-trick. I don't really care who he scores against. What said? I'm actually glad who is scoring against at the moment because those are the teams that Arsenal struggled to beat over the last. People have not talked this thing before. See, over the last few years, no be against City, Man City, Man U, all those people, no be them make us win the league. Now, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Everton, all those mid-table teams. Now, then we know we beat. We make us not win the league. Not be saying that the match will play against Man City or the match will play against Manchester United or Liverpool. No be those ones. And I'm happy Watts is reiterating the same thing. Now, he got to talk say it's why Arteta wanted that absolute goal machine in and around the penalty area. He scored a hat-trick against them last season, and watching the chances United had on the breakaway that they didn't take advantage of, Arsenal will be looking at that and looking at getting at Gyökeres, Eze, or Madueke away early, and they'll fancy their chances of picking City off on the counter. It might play into Gyökeres' hands. You know, it'll be a real boost for him, but I don't get too caught up in that. I'm surprised at the scrutiny he seems to be under already. 3 goals in 4 games. If you keep doing that, you are going to end up over 20 goals, and Arsenal are going to be very, very close to winning something very, very big. Yes. So I don't know what you think about waiting Charles Watts because when you say you want to set up on the counter, that means you don't want to dominate, you want to be dominated, and you want to be reactionary. They want to be proactive. So not be everybody go buy into that idea, yes. But Arteta get the final say, I don't think we will set up counter attack at the Emirates. I don't see that happening. But Mock will just watch. Nobody made the coach. We'll see how everything will end up at the end of the day. Now, I see this report. It came to me as a surprise. I don't know how many fans around say, Mikhailo Mudryk now don't abandon football, say he don't want to play football again. Say he don't choose to go represent Ukraine for Olympics as a sprinter, as a runner, a sprinter. No saying they fast, normal. So he won't go to run now. So I saw the report. I was like, say Mikhailo Mudryk has chosen to ditch football and pursue sprinting for Ukraine at the 2028 Olympics after he expected football ban. So when I saw this report, I was like, wow. No wonder, say Chelsea they sue Shakhtar Donetsk. Say them doing why you? Say because when Shakhtar Donetsk be in Ukraine, I believe in the sue. But they're testing for international duty, then give the guy the drug when use where they call catch up. So but more they see because they say that that's compensated. So that 100 million they spend, cannot just go like that. I don't just know why the guy get bad luck. It's quite unfortunate for him. So because Arteta says Gabriel Magalhaes can stand up to anybody in the world when it comes to defending and physicality, no matter who you are, the striker. If Magalhaes catch you one-on-one, but you don't feel bully him. You get, you don't feel bully him. I'm just about proud to yes, number one defender with this. Now, let's make a message for one of our sponsors in Mobile Wealth Associates and Co Limited. So they are into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So the biggest news of the night, number the fact say the Gary Lineker, the talks on the Madueke will be a very big threat against Manchester City. So I hope so. I hope it starts. Gets with a no rush. Bukayo Saka back. And with that being said, I think it's a fine place for sports to end. So I come here with tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in to enjoy the rest of your nights, not nights, and again. All right, guys. Ciao.